What up, guys? Back for a commentary. Rankified and I finally get to play together, which is rare. The times, I can never play when he's on, and the few times we can play together, everyone leaves. Like they all leave, all the experienced players, they all just leave. So for me, it's very frustrating when I can play with a friend, because for me, when I have one friend, it feels like it's overkill. We'll win most games, or it's every game really, if I have one friend with me. That's how it feels. That's how it feels like. That's how it feels for me. So I play solo most of the time, and for me to experience, everyone, of course, they'll stay against me while I'm by myself, while they play with their friends, and that's just how it's going to be for me. That's how it is. So I give props and thank you to the Fear Clan for staying and playing. They took a beating, that's for sure. If you guys have never seen Rankified, awesome player. One of the few current players that can make a lot of these good players look like noobs. I mean, just destroys the Fear Clan by himself. Destroys Heendlight. He won't even play Rankified anymore. Just one of those players that are good. He's an old Crysis player. Yeah, long story. Anyways, so it's red bars for everyone, but it's not the usual, teleporting, that kind of a red bar. This one is showing everyone a red bar, so it's someone's host, but it's just not showing it, something like that. So it feels like a normal game. They're dying normally and all that, so I'll take it. Whatever it looks like, it doesn't matter. This is a playable connection. I was host recently, and it showed, I was host, and then after a minute, mine turned to I was a red bar all of a sudden, and it didn't show anyone host, because originally I was host. But all of a sudden, it changed me to a red bar, and I was the only player of the red bar. It was real weird. But I guarantee you I was still hosting that game, but I don't know. It just changed it. And I don't remember if it was laggy all of a sudden, but I don't remember that. But I just don't understand this game. And it feels like I don't get host power most of the time when I do get host. Certainly feels that way, at least. So anyways, I thank the Fear Clan for staying and playing. But yeah, Rankified just is really good. It just makes everyone look like noobs, except for a few, or except for a couple current players, maybe. And of course, all the old players, that would be a challenge for sure. But just at the moment, with all these players who really give me a challenge. I mean, and I think that are really good players. They look like noobs compared to Rankified, which is weird. It's so funny. It's so weird how somebody can be that much better, than. It's just hard for me to believe because I'm just average. And some of these players who I think are really good are nothing compared to some others. And it's so weird how the skill level is so much different. And that's why it's for a lot of people it's hard to believe. And so people will start accusing, of cheating or whatever. I guess there is a lot of different skill in this game. So I'll tell you guys. I have a lot of games recorded. I know I've said that before, but especially recently, I've recorded quite a few games when I was able to play. I know the Predator bow games are boring for you guys. I'll try not to upload those, but I've been playing a lot with that weapon. But I know it's boring to watch. So let's see. Rankified night. We played also the Netherlands boys for one game. That was fun. I don't know if Chubby Penguin had to leave, but he left before it started. So it was me, Rankified, versus Sonic and Arcuit. It was a fun game. Again, cool guys. I've already talked about them and uploaded a game or two against them and all that. So, but I think that was the first time. Sonic, if you're watching, I don't know why you teabagged me. Maybe just for fun. I don't know. But it felt like, because now I have a friend with me. I mean, you play with a friend every time you play, and most others. But what it feels like when I have a friend with me, how dare I? And so, it's so it'll be unfair, to them or whatever. Oh, nice stealth kill. I give credit to Devil Crack for that one. But so I don't, you teabagged me, whatever. But maybe it's because now you're gonna lose, and now you got a challenge, and maybe you think now it's unfair. I don't know. I don't know the reason why you did, but I just thought that was a little rude, I guess. But I never teabagged you. But again, I always play you outnumbered and on your host, and you've never teabagged me in that situation. Maybe because it's unfair for me, but whatever. You can click the thumbs down on this one. I don't care. But it just feels like when I have a help, and most of my squad, which my clan, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of players in my clan, but the ones I do, they're real good. They are good and better than just about everyone that currently plays. And it just feels like, how dare I have help? So most games I play by myself. I mean, he makes Heanlight look like a noob. Maybe I already said that. I don't remember. But Heanlight won't even play him. Won't even play him. That's just how brutal it is. So, okay, so recently, a couple days ago, I did record this game. The game I'm about to tell you guys. But I don't know if I'm going to upload it. It's just real frustrating. I was actually really upset, really frustrated. And I'll tell you why. I was playing. I finally see Heanlight again. Last time I saw him, he left at the end on Museum because I was beating him. Not trying to take away skill. He knows how to play. But I don't like him for a lot of reasons. And some of you guys know all these reasons, but I'm not going to go into details here. But so I finally see him again in Crysis 3. And I see that he's with a CMT guy. I don't think he was all that great. He wasn't like an elite player. But, he's got a CMT guy with him. I'm like, all right. And Devil Crack's in the lobby. So I'm like, I don't want it to possibly be me versus all three of them. I want a more of a fair game at least, as fair as possible. So I joined Devil Crack in the chance of getting a 2v2. And Heanlight and his friend joins Devil Crack. He didn't know I joined Devil Crack. Right? So, but he joins Devil Crack in hopes of just, having all the advantages on me. So I see this. Now all four of us are in a squad. I leave the squad instantly. Now I'm playing against all three of them. Originally, that's what I was trying to avoid. But, he joins Devil Crack with his friends, so, so he has no trouble and has all the advantages and all that. And it's just really pisses me off. It really does. So I play against all three of them. Most experienced players wouldn't even have played them, I don't think. Maybe one or two. I mean, it's brutal and unfair. And so I'm frustrated. I go positive, and I don't even use low pro. I barely go positive, but basically, it's to say F you. I say in the game to say F you. I'm not going to leave and then complain. I'll play it and then complain. But it feels like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Good Will Hunting, the movie. Briefly, it feels like this explanation is, I believe, the same. If you've seen Good Will Hunting, he talks about how he got beat when he was younger. His dad used to beat him, and he used to lay out. The father, this is just in the movie, not real, but and the father used to lay out a stick, a wrench, and a belt. And he said, choose. And he said, I chose the wrench. And he's like, why would you choose the wrench? He's like, because F him, that's why. And I don't want to say the word. And so I always like that, So me, I stayed to play them. Yes, now they have all the advantages. They got what they want. But I'm going to stay and play because F you, that's why. That's how I feel. And so I played it. They got to 100. I don't even know if I even got 50 kills in that game as a team. But it's just real frustrating, I mean, I could have just spammed C4 and tried killing him that way. I don't know, but I don't like Heanlight for these reasons and for other reasons. I'm not mad at Devil Crack. I mean, he was solo. But I joined Devil Crack and for more of a fair game, and then all of a sudden everyone's in a squad. And I like Devil Crack, man. I respect that guy. He's cool, man. He just plays to have fun. He doesn't even play Crysis 3 as much anymore. He's playing a different game. He doesn't care, he's just playing. So I respect him. And he stays. So, he stays in this game. And I like him a lot. He's a cool guy. I'll complain to him sometimes, but not to him, or not about him, but just, you know, I'm always outnumbered. But anyways, I probably won't upload that game against Light and Devil Crack and the other guy. But that's the story with that recently. Other than that, nothing new recently. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.